Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television, Dennis King and Tabitha Odegaard. Thanks for joining us today on our Connection show. We each week have different people and organizations come in to talk about what's important around our broadcast area and hopefully what's important to you. We get a lot of good information for ourselves, and we hope we pass on that information to you. And how's everything going these days out at the fitness club?
A-okay,
Dennis.
In
shape?
Absolutely.
Everybody's staying in shape.
Absolutely. That's all I
I've
do
got to
anymore.
complain. I can't find a parking place when I'm on.
I know, me too. You and me both.
It is very busy out there.
It is.
So your class is going good at the
classes
fitness club?
are doing really well.
Of course, it's summer.
Sure.
School's going to be starting here very soon, and most of the time, so many people do travel in the summer and take vacations and have sports going on and all the time. So I would think the fitness club or any other type of health club would be down business-wise, but they seem to be just as busy. Now, I know your classes, some people that join the classes maybe rejoin in the fall right after school starts.
I believe, I will have more moms, dropping off their kids and then coming to the gym. I think my class will pick up just a bit, but really right now it's really crazy busy anyways. I don't think we'd have enough room for any more people.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That's
a good thing.
Building.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
For sure. How you doing?
Playing a little golf along the way.
Of course.
Trying to go to the fitness club when I can get a parking place.
Uh-huh.
The problem is I usually go when everybody else is going. I need to change my times and go.
Well, that's when everybody else is going. It's
early,
you work all day.
Yeah, that's true.
You work all day, and who wants
to
get up early in the morning? I don't know how they do it.
It's tough sometimes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment and talk with two gentlemen about another event coming to Harrison. It's very big. On Connect.
Start spinning, twisting, and pumping into a healthy lifestyle 24 hours a day at the fitness club. With all of the best equipment and personal trainers, you're ensured a workout that's fun, effective, and motivating. At the fitness club, you can enhance your glow, relax your mind, and refresh your body all in one convenient location. So what are you waiting for? Start spinning, twisting, and pumping your way into a new you today. Enhance your lifestyle and reach your goals at the fitness club, Highway 6265 North in Harrison.
Enroll now for fall classes at North Arkansas College. Register from May 15th to August 19th or during extended registration for classes that have not yet begun on August 19th to 22nd. Check out new class offerings like hospitality management and transportation logistics. North Ark also offers a wide selection of online courses to take from the comfort of your own home. Make an appointment to receive one-on-one advising to help you design an individualized educational plan by visiting northark.edu. One of the many ways North Ark is your college, your way.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Our first two guests in the studios today, Kevin Merrill, who I've known for a long time with Main Street Service. Kevin, nice to have you in the studio. And Bob Robertson, my first time to meet you. Welcome to our studio and on TKO8 Television here, our show that we do every week. And it's another big event for the Harrison area, and it's actually an event that's the third annual for Harrison. Let's talk about this.
What are we talking about?
Vets for Warriors, which is kind of unique the way you do that. Vets for Warriors, Corvette Rally, and a Veterans Parade thing. So I'll just let you guys take off, and we'll talk and ask some questions too.
Sure. Yeah, it is the third annual. We've had the first year was on the square, and the last year was at Wood Motor Company. Mm-hmm. That's where it'll be again this year. It starts. We moved it. The last 2 years was around Veterans Day. We've moved it this year to coincide with the Balloon Fest and the Art Festival. Mm-hmm. So we have registration on Friday night, September 6th, and the events on September 7th, on Saturday, and we invite the public to come. We're going to have a bunch of Corvettes there.
The registration would be for what? I don't know.
Oh, the registration is for the people who have the cars. We'll have Corvettes coming in from all over 4 or 5 state area. Okay. And we'll have a show and parade and some other events. But they'll come in early for the show, and they'll have their cars out for everybody to see on Saturday morning, and we hope the public will come down and look at them.
So it's really they judge them. You have different classes, like older
Yeah.
vets, and so you have different
Okay.
classifications, and it's like a car show, and like any car show.
Yeah.
Is, you know,
There will
some-
be vintage vets there that will actually be in the showrooms for the week prior to,
Oh,
to
really?
the show.
Okay.
And so if people are wanting to go in and see some just beautiful classic Corvettes, they're welcome to go in and look at those. And then the day of the show, they'll still be there, as well as last year there was over 80 Corvettes out in the parking lot.
my.
Our goal is obviously to fill that parking lot up with these beautiful cars. They're just neat to look at. They're all different shapes and sizes as far as engines and colors and so on. It's a really neat event.
very
It's a
good.
good family event too. You can bring your son
Yeah,
down
and it's
there.
free to the public too.
Free to the public, sure.
You know, one thing that I think is good that they did change the dates of their shows, but now it coincides with, you know, they do the balloon festival each year, which is really not a spectator sport. I mean, you watch them go up, and then you got to get in your car and follow them off different directions. So
Oh, it's neat, yeah.
But I mean,
yeah,
what I'm saying
I
is,
understand
this
what
is
you're
good to
saying.
have activities on the ground, kind of to coincide with that. So it's you know, you can come in, watch the balloons, and you can go to the Corvette show and hang out.
Fun,
and
fun,
Just
fun.
kind of a nice weekend type
Yes.
thing.
It'll be a
Absolutely.
great weekend. A lot of activities going on, and for a wonderful cause. You know, this is sponsored by the Tri-Lakes Corvette Club. So there's a lot of local Corvette owners in this area that are sponsoring this event, and of course, it's for Vets for Warriors. Is an organization that we supply funds for, you know, different things. Bob was going to talk to us about that as far as what the
Yeah, what does this all go for?
This is all a charity event. We have sponsors like Kevin said, local sponsors that are financing basically the event so that we don't spend any money on that.
Okay.
And all the money that we bring in from the show goes to 3 different charities.
Okay.
The first year we had Vets for Warriors, which is a charity that provides for the education of the children of fallen and wounded warriors.
Okay.
That's the only one we did the first year, and we were able to write them a check after everything was said and done for over $10,000, which we felt was good.
Wonderful.
Nice.
The last year we added the Green Beret Foundation, so we had 2 of them, and we were able to still write each one of them a check for over $10,000. We generated over $20,000 for the charities. This year we varied a little bit from it, and we added another charity called MedAdvisor, which is a cancer research charity, and they do strictly research, and all of their money goes for research. And again, we hope to give at least $10,000 to each one of these charities with everybody's help.
Man, oh, wow,
Wow.
that's a lot of money.
Because who hasn't been affected by cancer in some way or another, whether it's a family member or, you know, a loved one or a friend or whatever, and then also who hasn't been affected by knowing a wounded veteran or somebody who served in the armed forces. And so it's just a wonderful opportunity that we have as a club to be able to raise funds for these great charities and just have a lot of fun at the same time, involve the public. And the public support has just been wonderful. The different businesses in town have just been tremendous.
The organization itself, you mentioned the Tri-Lakes Regional Corvette Association. Did they start 3 years ago? Did they start this, or who came up with the idea? Or is this a national program?
No, it's a local program
Okay.
that basically was generated by members of the
Okay, so
Tri-Lakes
something
Corvette
they
Club,
came up
yeah.
with. Very
yeah,
good.
and all of the workers and everything basically, or most of the workers, come from the Tri-Lakes Corvette Club, and they come from the 3-state area to help put the show on.
Okay. I guess if other groups around wanted to help out, can
We'd
they?
love to have them help.
Maybe you did, I mean, volunteer-wise.
Sure.
Where's your needs? I mean, what do you need
Well,
other
we-
than money, obviously?
Well, yes, and we need people to solicit goods for us. We have some events that go on. We have a silent auction,
Okay.
and in that silent auction, which is on a Saturday night. We haven't had the public there much so far, but we'd really like to invite the public to come on Saturday night. We have a Vegas-style deal where we have games and give away prizes, and then we have a silent auction. And then we also, this year, we're raffling off a guitar signed by Journey that's worth over $5,000.
Wow.
And we're raffling it off. The tickets are $20 a piece or 3 for $50. It will be given away that night. and we'll make the drawing that night. You don't have to be present to win. We also, some of the auction items we had, Kevin can speak to one of them. We auctioned off last year 4 tickets, VIP tickets to NASCAR. And I think Kevin just got back.
Surely
on the
Kevin
trip.
wouldn't have got those. He doesn't like NASCAR. I
If
know.
anybody knows anything about NASCAR, they know about hot passes, and we had 4 tickets last year that were given to us by the NASCAR to come and experience a race like you can't do it. You cannot buy these tickets. That you have to know somebody, and you have to know somebody big. So the VIP of marketing of NASCAR gave us 4 tickets. They were raffled, or they were auctioned off last year, and I just got back from the Brickyard, and it was just to be as close as Bob and I are together with the race car drivers, and to be with their families, and to be out on the racetrack. And whenever Ryan Newman won the race, to go out there and be with him as he's kissing the bricks. And I mean, it's just a phenomenal experience. So if the public wants to come out and get a piece of that action, there's 4 more tickets that we're going to have this year that we're going to be auctioning off. And of course, we couldn't do all this if it wasn't for our sponsors. You know, Wood Motor Company has just stepped up to the plate. Something, you know, just been wonderful. Quality Inn, Holiday Inn Express, the Hampton Inn, KHOZ, Harrison Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and we sure thank you all for having us on today as well, you know, to come and get this out to the community so they know about the other activities that are going on in town, and what a wonderful cause to raise money.
Absolutely.
So all of the activities other than the parade will be at Wood Motor Company. Is that where the cars will be parked and the drawings will be made there and all that type of stuff?
And actually the parade will start from Wood Motor Company at 1 o'clock. And we're carrying through the veterans theme again.
Okay.
And we're going to, in the parade, there's going to be a veteran, hopefully, in every Corvette. Of course, there's a lot of veterans that drive the Corvettes, but we're wanting other veterans in the community to ride with us in the parade.
Okay.
So we're asking them to be there at 11. We'll have a free barbecue for them and for the Corvette people. And then they'll start lining up about 12, and the parade will start at 1. We'll leave from Wood Motor Company and go to downtown and around the square, and disperse from there.
Very good.
And the night before, whenever the balloons are going up over there by First Baptist Church, there's also going to be a lot of us that are going to be in the First Baptist Church parking lot. And so if people are out there watching the balloons being, you know,
Going off.
aired up, whatever they call that.
Blowing up or whatever.
Blow it up. But
they can see the cars there too.
Yes, we'll be out there as well, and have some opportunities for people to be involved in the vets that night as well.
So this is all day Saturday, September 7th, all day and all evening, is that right?
Right.
Yes, that's very good.
One event we didn't mention, that at 4 o'clock we have a little deal called the Funcana, and it's actually a competition between the Corvette, really the drivers more than the cars, and it's a timed event. And if you want to have some laughs, I mean, some of the things that they have to do while they're in their car or jump out of their car and do is hilarious. So the public really needs to come and see that.
Sound like a fun.
So it's a race? Is that what that is?
It's a timed event.
Okay.
But the race is not to see how fast the car can go, although the car does try to go fast from one place to the next. But they have to do things that are
Just funny stuff, and
Right.
it can be very comical to watch.
Yes.
Very good. Well,
Entertaining,
sounds like a fun time to.
Well, that day,
Again,
you know,
I mean, it's
you
free
know,
and see some beautiful automobiles and
bring the kids out,
that's
look at some Corvettes.
Yeah.
If you have a Corvette, bring it on down.
That's right.
Please do.
What's the registration cost for the vet?
It's $65 for the Corvette.
$65, and all goes to the
Every bit of it goes to the charity.
Plus, listen. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Silly question, I'm sure. The parade is Corvettes, so is it a lot of Corvettes just lined up in a row, just driving around? Is that right? What I mean, basically, is
Well,
that
now
what
the
that,
coolest
I mean, I
thing
know
about
there's-
parades and Corvettes is whenever the police are blocking off all the side roads, right? And then we're going to have the Harrison Band is going to be there, the National Guard is going to be there, so we won't be able to go that fast.
Okay.
But
That's pretty
Corvettes and parades can be really exciting.
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. But I was wondering, like last year, how many did you roughly have? Corvettes.
We had over 80.
80 last year,
The
probably
ni-
close to
the-
100 this year.
Maybe the nice or the bad thing is we don't have any elephants or horses in the parade, with Corvettes following.
Pretty clean. Clean compared to the horses in the rodeo parade. Guys, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for
We
coming.
appreciate you coming in and
Good
all the hard
information.
work that you guys have done, and the third event that I'm sure will be even bigger and spectacular and raise even more money than you have in the past for wonderful causes. Obviously, 3 different organizations going to be able to reap the rewards, and we appreciate you. Bob Robinson, very nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Of course, Kevin, good to see you again as always.
Thanks a lot.
We
We appreciate you having
Thank
us.
you so much, guys, for everything.
Don't forget about this event. Let's one more time. It's the annual Vets for Warriors Parade weekend. It's the same time as the balloons will be taken off. It's September the 7th. That's on a Saturday. It'll all be taking place at Wood Motor Company, and the parade will go downtown. So go out and see some beautiful automobiles for a great cause, and they would appreciate your support. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment for the second half of Connection.
Harrison, Arkansas, a town where business is personal. A Health Mart town. Pharmacist Tara Wilmot owns her Health Mart pharmacy. Here, Tara offers free one-on-one prescription medication consultations, providing information to customers in a way that makes them feel comfortable, not confused. Expert knowledge, personal attention. It's what makes Tara a Health Mart pharmacist and Harrison a Health Mart town. Your town is a Health Mart town. So visit your locally owned Health Mart today. For 22 years, Harrison Parks and Rec has been making a positive impact on our local economy with the Community First Bank Sports Complex, the Brandon Burlsworth Youth Center, and the First National Bank Soccer Complex. A wide variety of sports tournaments are possible, and thanks to these quality facilities, teams, coaches, family, and fans from all around the state and region have helped boost our local economy by $2 million annually. Harrison Parks and Rec, making an impact for our kids and community.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, Tabitha Odegaard. Thanks for joining us for the second half of our show today. And we have in the studio with us Shonda Tapley with Independent Living. Thank you, Shonda. You're so colorful looking today.
Yes, I'm trying to be colorful with this dreary
You
weather.
look beautiful. Oh yeah, with all the dreary weather.
Yeah,
we
it
should
just
go
kind of
away.
makes this rainy weather. You got us all
You're
up.
brightening things
Just
up.
came
around
off
here.
a vacation, still on
did.
vacation, been to Florida.
No.
You didn't even think about all your people up here having to stay up here and get wet and all the rainy stuff.
Yeah.
Good timing to
It was
leave.
good. It was good time to leave. We got some sun, but
Absolutely.
we did get rain, so
Kids had a great time.
they did. We did too.
Go to Disney World.
We did, and we went to the beach too.
The beach.
So
Okay,
it
very
was our
good.
first ever family vacation away from family.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful!
So it's
Congratulations.
just your family,
Just us.
get away.
We went and saw friends, but we didn't go visit family the whole time.
Very
That's
good. Well, that
awesome.
makes it
Good for you.
so
Congratulations,
nice,
really.
nice,
That's
nice.
great. Mhm.
Independent living.
Yes.
Before we get into what we're going to talk about, you've got coming up. Let's tell everybody a little bit about independent living, because there's a lot of organizations, and sometimes people don't really understand exactly what you do. And it's
Right.
a great organization.
Right, because you're not handed a card. When your child is diagnosed with a developmental disability, the doctor doesn't say, here's a card, call this organization or call this government agency. So we're here to try to educate the community more, because we've been around for a while. We've been around since 1985, and we are a nonprofit organization. We're a 501c3, so we're a charitable organization that provides services to those with developmental disabilities. Our youngest client is 3, and our oldest client is 77.
Oh,
So we
wow.
provide for all ages, and we provide different services. We provide, we have 2 group homes in town, and we have a women's home and a men's home, and each home houses 9 residents, and that's for those over 18 that have finished high school. And then we have an ETC, which is an employment training center on Cherry, and that's kind of like an adult day service. Adults can go and continue their education. They can also get paid to do some skills. We make the stick horses for the rodeo every year. The rodeo coming up in September, so we're making close to 600 stick horses, and we work with Community First Bank and PRCA Rodeo. And we're looking for additional work now in the community. There's other organizations in town that do a lot like we do, but we've been around and we're excited. We promote our mission first and foremost, because we want to help those that can't have independent lives live independently.
Sure.
And so it's very important to us. And we have the group homes, the employment training center. We also offer, we have some apartments in town. We also have community waiver staff, which we have staff that goes out and stays with some of our clients out in the community. Our clients have their own apartments, and they have staff 24 hours a day. And so the staff will be there with them for so many days and then rotate another staff in.
I see.
So they'll have like
great.
3 staff members.
So those are that really need help, constant help.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and there's different levels of help that's needed. So you could have personal care just in the mornings. You can have come to our employment training center, or live in our group homes, or have waiver services 24 hours a day.
Oh wow! Do you also some of the people there that are part of your program? Do they also work for other companies in town, like they're employed by, let's say, McDonald's?
Yes,
or
we have
something?
some that are employed by various organizations
Okay.
in town. So they go and they work, and then they might live in a group home, or they might live out in the community. And after they work, they might have staff that is there with them, and the staff will help them, drive them to go
Right.
grocery shopping, go to Branson, go to the library, participate in activities or groups, go to
Okay.
church. So we try to keep our clients very active, and we put on, last year I think we had over 85 events that we did for our clients.
Wow.
And we also have a Special Olympics team that goes to State Olympics also out in Harding University. And so we're very, very excited about that. And we employ over 143 residents in the area, even
Oh
though
my
we're
God.
nonprofit.
Golly, that's a lot.
Yeah, so people
Do
say,
you
wow.
get some federal or state funding as well, or is
We do. We are licensed by DDS, so we have a licensure that we have to follow with, background checks, and we get audited from DDS and whatnot. So we have strict regulations, and we get funding from Medicaid, and it's
Okay.
a waiver program, they call it.
Very good.
So there's different types of waiver programs and funding from Medicaid, and if your child is diagnosed with a developmental disability, no matter the age, it's not always based on your income. It's based on their disability. So you might not think that you're qualified, but you are qualified. Your child is qualified.
Very good. Okay, now let's get very good. I'm glad you told about
Yes.
that, because a lot of people don't understand the great work they do and how many people they touch. I didn't realize you touched that many people. I know I've seen and been around people with independent living and different things going on in the community. But it really gives these individuals self-worth. They feel like they're part of the community just like everyone else. It's
Yeah.
fantastic. And they're great attitudes. I like their attitudes toward things.
They're
Now,
always happy, aren't they?
They always happy.
Yes,
So good.
So
Yes.
good.
Let's talk about this right here.
Oh, yeah, the fishing derby. What's
Yes.
going on there?
This year, it's our 16th annual Garth Shaddix Fishing Derby. We're very excited to be hosting this again, and what we do is we open it to anyone who has a developmental disability in the area, in the surrounding counties. So it's not just our clients. Anyone can come and sign up for it if you have a developmental disability, and any age. So you can
And
be
what will be going on at this event?
Well, just a little background. It was founded in 1996 by the Harrison Board of Realtors in honor of a Harrison native, Garth Shaddix. Independent Living, we agreed to begin hosting the Fishing Derby back in 2007, so we've been hosting it for several years. And the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, we apply every year, and they stock the Harrison Lake with fish for us. And last year, I think we got over 300 fish. And so they stock it on a Friday night. The Boy Scouts, a local Boy Scout troop, comes and guards our fish overnight, because people actually try to fish.
Oh, sure. They try to go catch
And
them.
yes, and so then they stay there overnight, and they get a badge, and they get service work, and I don't know what all else, but it's
Right.
great for them, and they enjoy it. And then the next morning we have a fishing derby.
Where anyone with disabilities
Yes,
can go down there.
anyone old or young, no matter the age, can come down. We'd prefer if you signed up ahead of time, but if you don't get around to it, you're welcome to still come the day of the derby, because we want to take sign-ups early so that we can give you a T-shirt for participating.
Oh,
Will you
very-
guys have lures or bait and fishing rods? Or
We will. We ask that you bring your own fishing rods. If you're at the normal age that would need I don't know what the age you need a fishing license for, but for this, if you have a developmental disability, no matter your age, you don't need a license.
Right, they don't
The
require
Arkansas
them.
Fish and Game waives it for us. And so we ask that you bring a fishing pole and a chair, because it's not really comfortable to sit on the ground there. And we provide bait, and the Junior Bassmasters come out and they weigh the fish and measure it, because we give away trophies for
Who
most
catches
fish
the
caught, the biggest fish.
okay.
And so we give away those kind of things, and so the Bassmasters come out and help. The Boy Scouts are there to help the whole time. We have a lot of community volunteers that come out and help also.
Do you guys normally have a big turnout?
We do. We usually have about 60 to 75 people come out and participate, and the more the merrier. We would love it.
Absolutely.
McDonald's is going to be providing lunch so they provide hamburgers for everyone, which is great.
Wow.
And we just,
It's just
try
a
to
fun
make it
event.
fun.
It's real fun.
Hopefully the weather will get blessed with good weather.
Right.
When is this again? I don't know
It's
if you
on
said that.
Saturday, September 7th.
Saturday,
So that's going to be a big weekend for the community.
Yes.
You have to go through the junior high parking lot to get where we're at. And it's by the old mill, if you're familiar with that, where we put the fish.
Right. Yeah.
And we're really excited.
You know,
Saturday, September 7th is going to be a busy day.
yeah, that's the Vets for Warriors
That's the
people were
Vets for
just
Warriors.
here.
And the Balloon Festival.
The Balloon
Festival.
Festival. So it's not, that's nice. Everybody's got different things.
Yeah.
And I tell you, going down there, and I've been there, in fact, we shot video there in years gone by, but to watch the independent living or the individuals with some type of
Yes.
disability go out there and catch a fish,
Yes.
no matter if it's this big or this
Yes.
big, they just, the smiles on their face, and it's just phenomenal.
We can learn a lot from them. You know
Oh,
that?
we could,
really,
yes.
really could.
You know, with me, I grew up in corporate marketing, so this is first for me for nonprofit, and I learn so much every day just seeing someone smile and tell me thank you for something they wouldn't normally get.
Right.
It's
Absolutely.
huge for me. I'm like, wow, okay, I really know why I'm here
Yeah.
and what I'm doing. And so we want to provide that for others now. And so every year we open it up for anyone with a developmental disability. Like I said, not just our client. We're not going to solicit. You don't have to listen to any spiel. You just come, sign up, fish, get a shirt, maybe even a trophy, and some lunch, and have a great
Have
time.
a good time. What about sponsors? Do you need sponsors?
We do. We are a nonprofit, and we're funded, as I said, by Medicaid. So we're limited Medicaid funds, staff, labor, and that kind of thing. They don't fund all the events that we do. We have to raise funds for that. And so we are, we're very proud to host this Day of Fishing and Fun, but we are definitely looking for volunteers and sponsorships for the event.
Great.
Even if it's $10 or $25.
Any amount would be
We would
good.
love it.
And you do need help to kind of help it move it along?
Yes, we would love that.
Okay.
But we really need some money to help pay for the bait.
Gotcha.
And the trophies.
Okay.
And the shirts, that's the big thing, because we still have to pay for all of that,
Okay.
out of our budget.
Okay. Like in the trophies that you give away, how many trophies would you do you give them for different age groups, or?
No, we don't give them for different
Okay.
age groups. Because we have people helping fish also,
Okay.
so that if you're not capable of doing it by yourself, we
Sure.
have,
Okay.
the Bassmasters are great, the Boy Scouts, and we have other workers from our organization and other community members that help fish.
Right.
So we give away, I think, first, second place for most fish and biggest fish.
Very good. Okay.
Where do we find information about this if somebody wants to
Yeah.
register?
Well, they can look us up on Facebook for Independent Living Inc., or they can call us at 870-741-6909, or come see us at 206 South Cherry. We're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30.
Easy to find down here.
Yes.
We've got a couple minutes. Let's talk about another event coming up in the
Okay.
fall.
Yes. We're so excited. Last year we couldn't do it, and we had a lot going on in our organization, but this year we are hosting our 3rd annual haunted house.
Haunted
And it's
house.
it's our biggest fundraiser of the year, and we love it. We get so much community support and volunteers, and it's just fun. It's a great haunted house. Our staff are serious about this, and our clients, they are serious business.
Yeah, they want it to be the best.
Yes,
Well,
and it's going to be.
Jim Buchanan, he works with me here at the station. He's helped last year, and he's telling me he'd already had a meeting, and you guys are thinking about it and brainstorming, and it's going to be the best of the best.
Yes, we have people from the community that have volunteered to be on our committee. And so if anyone, if you want to do that, you're welcome. Anybody in the community is welcome to come be on our committee. Or if you want to just help work it, or you want to donate, we're looking for a lot of donations. You can come to our office and see the list, or look on Facebook. We're looking for things like
Okay.
sheets,
Okay.
paint,
Very good.
things like that, wood.
So if somebody wants to get involved, just give you
Exactly.
a call down there or come by.
Right. We're always looking for help, but we like to give back to the community too when we can.
You do a great job.
Thank you so much for coming on the
Shauna
show.
Tapley,
You've done a
thank you
great
so much.
job,
She
guys.
just goes through that. You don't even have to ask
Yes,
questions.
thank
She
you
knows
for
everything
everything
about
you
it.
do.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And glad you had a good vacation. You look
Thanks.
cheerful and all ready to get back to
I
work
am.
and everything. Don't forget, this is a big event. In fact, the whole weekend, September the 7th, Saturday, September 7th, they're going to have Corvettes in town. The balloons will be flying, and Independent Living will have their annual fishing derby right down by the old junior high, down by the park, and you can't miss. That's where all the people will be. Go down there, support those people. They need your help and they need your support. And believe me, you'll feel better once you go down there and you see these people laughing, smiling, and having a good time.
Absolutely.
Hope you have a great week out at the fitness club.
Thank you. You
Keep
too.
everybody
On
in
the golf
shape.
course.
And I'm going to try to keep my handicap down. Thanks for joining us on Connection. We'll see you again next week.